Eagles 60, Cougar 19, Cap 60, Cap 60.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least two guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Finding Walker complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. That is just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Viking 18. Here we go. Here we go. 6, 19, Tiger, 19, 79, Bronco.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by Big Jalen Carter. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Corner of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 47 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard back without the lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
This is Barkley. And he will take this one in for the Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And now
return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Second and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Phillips.
Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down.
Panther 11, Panther 11, go! 60, chop 60, chop 60. Get up.
They'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he wisely will throw that one away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Timberwolf. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose again.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Lightning, 18.
It's complete. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
26. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Great, set.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Powering his way forward. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Yet another touchdown run for him, and this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Torrey Horton now to return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Panther 11. Ready,
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready. 60 by 6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Great, set. On anyone, yeah?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
On anyone, yeah? No touch.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play them. Full speed, all out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready?
So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.